it's not 7.8. I saw it.
You'll hear it on the recording following Daniel. He's definitely strong in the slalom. He has a nice agile motorcycle. He'll be riding. I can step in and mess with him a little here. What is this good for? What do you think?
Well, probably riding in traffic, dodging cars, potholes, sudden objects, people, cats, and so on.
Yes, exactly.
Hi, listen, Miłosz and Bua here to welcome you. We're meeting in another episode. How should we even call this? The Gymkhana school?
Yeah, right. We could use the word tutorial, but...
Tutorial, yeah? That's the word, because listen, tutorial, I didn't know it before. Miłosz, what are we doing today, since you're the boss?
Listen, the basic elements of Gymkhana. We'll start with a simple slalom, and then a slalom that's an offset one. Some people also call it an offset slalom. So one is in a straight line, and the other requires you to weave a bit more or less to the side. What is this good for? What do you think?
Well, probably riding in traffic, you know, like avoiding cars, potholes, sudden obstacles, people, cats, and so on.
Yes, exactly. And in addition, with the offset slalom, we'll show how great it is for training your vision. How well it helps us develop the habit of training our eyes. Because the biggest advantage of Gymkhana, remember, is that you can do so many repetitions of a given element in just half an hour or even an hour. If you go out, I don't know, after work and so on, you can do a ton of them.
That's true. It's different for me.
It's different for you. Yeah, you have to spend the whole day at the track, right? Just to get some riding in. Exactly. And spend
a ton of money. All right, let's carefully put on our protective helmets and then confidently go. Yes, it's the amazing wet rider, ready for action.
Let's keep riding. Agreed? Okay. Straight slalom at the beginning, red on the right, blue on the left. When that one ends, the red one, you automatically go to the right and we start a wide slalom. That's how we've set it up. You'll see on the recording that you can turn around and ride in a loop like that. I'll be riding behind you and commenting a bit as we go. All right, as you zip along, let's go. I took the 800 and off we go. Following Daniel. He's definitely strong in the slalom. He's got a nice agile motorcycle. Oh, great, great. Look, he's starting wider. Watch his eyes, where he's looking, where he's going. And here it's wider. Now he's already added some throttle. Excellent. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. He can turn around and keep going. Back again. Yes, we set that up nicely. Here, it's narrower. He has to ride more precisely. And we're heading back. He went on this side, but you can go from the other one. Look how nicely that motorcycle is gliding for him. Oh, he's turning around, keeps going, and doesn't give up. Notice that he's using counter steering here in the slalom. He's using counter steering. And here in this offset, the most important thing is where he's looking. See, he's looking much further ahead. He didn't ride between those sections at all. Nothing. And you can also see, when I'm riding behind him, when the two of us are training together, it's really clear how well he's doing here. He's already riding pretty decently now. And the little slalom, counter steer, counter steer, counter steer, U-turn, excellent. Let's take a look now at how he's doing. Look, he practically did 5 figure 8s on 3 different motorcycles. He got the slalom, and you can see how much better he holds his position, how much better he controls the throttle, and most importantly, he's looking ahead. Here, he's already looking for the next cone, and here, with his eyes, oh, he's searching for the next one. Now the little slalom, he passes it, counter steer, counter steer, counter steer, counter steer, and he's through. If those were merely potholes in the street, or if it was extensive road work causing minor delays, he would undoubtedly manage the situation just fine, navigating with his usual calm demeanor. You are clearly laughing at me right now. I can see it in your eyes. I saw that subtle smirk. Thank you very much for your amusement. That's absolutely great, truly wonderful to be the subject of such entertainment. A compliment from your lips is like a door. No, listen, I was driving behind you. I was still trying to say something here and so on, but at some point I realized I had to speed up a bit. You feel it. You feel it. That turned out nicely. Look, a simple slalom. Here it's a bit shifted. It drives differently. How was the ride? Good?
I mean, clearly for me, what I think right now, the most important thing is to improve my skills It's about working the throttle and the rear brake to keep constant chain tension, because what throws me off balance the most here are those jerks. That's the worst part. Yes. And I can see that holding the bike with my legs, which was a really valuable type eliminating my knees from the equation, you know why, and working the throttle and brake seems to bring the biggest results.
Listen, one quick lap and try to do it in second gear. Let's see. We don't know this bike. Maybe for this kind of city riding, maybe it will actually run better for you in second gear. Let's try it, right?
All right.
And the same thing, the bike is running nicely. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look, he's not even thinking about his position. He chose to counter lean here because it's tight. It's comfortable for him. And that's the point too. That's also what it's about. Now he's practicing something else. He's practicing his vision. He's practicing the brake. He's practicing the throttle. I'm really curious how he likes it in second gear, because maybe that's the answer for this bike. So,
well, the motorcycle is definitely less twitchy. Of course, it's clear that the torque is lower here. I think it's easier. But is it more effective? I don't know.
maybe not in terms of time, but when it comes to learning,
Then
why not try? Both in first and in second. That's what I'm thinking now.
it's not bad. It's actually pretty nice. And listen, with every cone, you feel it more and get to know the motorcycle, because this bike is new to me too. We're discovering its capabilities, the tires' capabilities, the grip and the effects are probably noticeable.
Yeah, I don't really know, perhaps around 4 meters. Yes, these particular ones are indeed spaced every 4 meters, while the initial two are specifically positioned every 5 meters, just to make it a little different. Look at those. You can do whatever you want. They don't really seem that close together. It looks like they're far apart, but it's not easy to get through there.
No, they're insanely tight.
Yeah. The farther apart the cones are, the more you'll practice braking and accelerating. The closer they are, the more you'll work on precise driving. And that's the point of the lot you decide. You control how they're set up and what you want to practice.
And that's brilliant. It costs almost nothing.
Yeah. So what now? A different figure? Shall we keep going?
Let's try. We've driven through here. Now we're setting up a new sequence, right?
Yes, 2 types of slalom. Listen, the simplest figure, you only need 2 cones for it as well. Yes, the so-called gate. It can be 2 or 3 meters wide. I measure it the usual way. 1, 2, let's put it here. This is the gate you'll have to fit through. Okay. When you're riding, every time you have to go through it. After passing through, you turn around so you can fit through it again. It's like a figure 8. Only the point of contact is right here at the gate. What's important? You decide whether you go wide or take a narrower path. Of course, if you were competing, you'd want to go as fast as possible, as fast as possible, as fast as possible. The shorter the distance you cover, the more likely you are to do it faster. So you'll want to take the tightest line possible. But for training, look, you have space. And that's the point too. Then you ride your motorcycle into a parking lot somewhere, you need to turn around, and you already know, will I fit, will I not fit?
And this parking lot is made of that nice resin surface, really slippery, which we just love when it's poured.
But here it's bumpy all the time, so it's quite a constant challenge.
Yes. All right then, so I'm gonna get dressed and ride through the gate, riding through the gate with the bike. It worked before, it'll work here.
For sure. And look, Daniel is deciding for himself where to turn. Once he's warmed up and riding, I can step in and distract him a bit, and I'll basically be like a traffic cone for him, right? The important thing is for him to start looking at me as quickly as possible. Look at the gate as quickly as you can. Try to relax your upper body so that as quickly as possible. Oh, very good, very nice. This way, to the side, great. Fantastic. He's really nailing it. Man, I really like this guy. Listen, I have a question. Now that you're riding so well, do you already tighten the handlebars to the stop?
You know what? If you're interested in the next episode, I'll be happy to show you the pros and cons.
Look, you have to hang out with me to find out anything about me. Here I'm just lightly using the front brake. Oh, click, you can hear it, I reached the limiter.
So, how was it?
It was very good. And how did you feel? Tell me. Because you see, I got right in the middle here, blocked you here, showed you this. I knew you wanted me
To come back. I'm famous for falling over lately.
especially when it starts.
To rain. It's cool, but I was really drawn to it here. I don't know if it's the technique, but dropping the bike in, let's say, a motocross style. And
Great. That's how you feel, that's how you train. And really, when it works for you and it all comes together, it's cool. You already remembered about your leg. Yes, you quickly added looking further ahead. Of course, at first, it causes a bit of instability, right? But with training, as you relax your position, you'll start to feel more and more comfortable.
actually, part of our disciplines is also about not looking under the wheel, but instead looking where we're going. The head works in such a way that you follow the line your eyes are tracing, so to speak. By looking toward the exit, we always open the throttle faster and always get through quicker. And it's the same in motocross.
We have 3 elements to finish up with. Here's my suggestion. I'll go, I don't know. On this one, you can ride on that one, follow me for a bit and just take it easy. We'll ride together, the two of us. I'll try to keep up. Let's do it. I'll show you how to ride to the limiter. I started something. I was going to tell you about riding on the limiter, but the revs,
Or
what exactly? Good, good, good. I'll show you an international figure. It's called CISO, where you'll have a slalom, where you'll have U-turns, where you'll have rotation, and where you have a gate.